All right, we live out.
Come. Shabbat Shalom, Yasharala. It's Great Millstone, Louisiana Saints, coming back at you with another live Shabbat lesson. But before we get started, as always, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh
Yahweh Shai, Prophet Yahshua. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. So in tonight's lesson, we just want to go into how if you're an Israelite, if you're someone of so-called Negro, Native Indian descent, and you know that the Bible is the word of the Most High, you're supposed to stick to that and not get caught up in, we do watch the news as it tells you in Second Ezra, the 9th chapter. You measure the times, you watch, you pray, but don't get caught up in what you see in the media, because Esau is a compulsive liar. He lies about everything. So just because you see something unfolding in the media doesn't mean that that's exactly, we're about to get out of here tomorrow. You got to understand that there's the prophecies have to take place first, and the prophecies don't change. The word doesn't change at all. So we're going to kick it off with the Isaiah 34.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them.
Right. As the elect is being gathered by the word, the prophecy says what? None of these shall fail. Now, brothers have been doing lessons for the past week talking about how, the rumors of war, we know through prophecy that, for example, the MOB that's going to come before we get out of here. So, don't get too excited. We're excited, but not too much. So it says none of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. None of these prophecies are going to fail. So if you know that and you see certain things, you can't, I remember this had to be like a year ago when Hawaii, they had the volcano, and people were thinking, this was the end of the world. And the brother, we got a great millstone brother out in Hawaii, and he just went live during all the chaos, and he was like, look, the prophecies say this has to happen, that has to happen, these things have to happen before the end of the world. So he wasn't even, people on the comment board bugging out, and he was just reading the Bible. He was calm and cool as could be. And that's the spirit you should have as a man of the Lord. You should be cool, calm, and collected in the midst of chaos. Matter of fact, we can get that Isaiah 33 and 6, because this is why we're doing this ultimately, to build our own faith and to build the faith of those that hear and cleave to the body. You got it up.
Kind of Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, the fear of the Most High is his treasure.
Right. It says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. How are you going to be stable if you believe in what Esau says? They were showing the so-called war in Ukraine all last week, and a lot of that stuff was real. A lot of it was made up. You got crisis actors. You got random footage from 10 years ago that they're putting on, saying that this happened last Thursday. This happened last Friday. It happened like 10 years ago. This man he's in a constant state of lying. He can't tell the truth. It's just not in his spirit to be completely forthcoming. So even though he'll put certain things in the news that are true, he has to add lies with it. That's just his nature. He's the devil, literally. We don't just say that. This man can't stop lying. He can't tell the truth. He's just a complete demon. So your stability has to be in the scriptures. The Lord said this is going to happen, so this is going to happen. The Lord said that's going to happen, so that's going to happen. And just keep it plain, man. Don't get caught up in, brother did a lesson earlier how you got Jake trying to get into these different magical Freemason books and this and that. That'll bug you out, especially right now. There's so much going on in the prophecies. You got the one book that you need. You don't need to get super deep and 3 deep and 4 deep. We got everything we need to get out of here. You got the Psalms.
I want to say one thing. I want to say one thing too, because one thing that you brothers need to get in tune with doing, just because you hear something on social media, TikTok, whatever you might get your information from, you need to fact check that shit first, man. Especially some wild, crazy shit. You need to go hit the Google and fact check to see if it's on an accredited website, Al Jazeera, if it's on CNN, if this shit is on TNT, different various news groups that hold some weight. New York Post, the Hutchinson Post, and different things like that, man. You gotta fact check shit. Don't just be throwing it out there. All right. Because Esau he's all about mind freaking people, man. All right. Just like that other situation about Snake Island, and he talking about the soldiers died. Come to find out, them 13 soldiers not even dead. They just held captive by the Russian army right now, man.
Yeah. And the video with the tank rolling over the Ukrainian, they said that was a Russian tank. Turns out that was a Ukrainian tank. This man just put out anything to vilify whoever's the boogeyman at that time. 1 minute is Al Qaeda, the next minute is Jake, the next minute is ISIS, is
white supremacists.
Yeah, neo-Nazi. Like, what? Come on, man. This man just fabricates a boogeyman and then just hurls all sorts of propaganda. So you got to stay rooted in the scriptures. What did the scriptures say is going to happen?
He do that too. See, that's why also I'm talking to you, talking to them, but we know that this devil, he already said that the internet was the worst thing he ever made, because through the internet people can fact check shit. You know, we're not having newspapers and radios where we just believe your rhetoric, believe your bullshit, right? But he still tries it because the masses of the people, y'all all into what the news say, whatever CNN, whatever Anderson Cooper Whitehead say. You believe it, man.
Yeah, his last great hurrah was 9/11, and that got exposed. So, I mean, ever since then, it's just been downhill. And he can't stop lying. That's just what he is. He doesn't know how to just come out and say, look, well, I'm the devil. We enslaved the Israelites. The Lord's coming back. Hey, everybody get ready for slavery. He can't come out and say that, obviously. So he's got to try to demonize this, demonize that. And even his agendas have hidden agendas. Like, he'll have a secret council, and the secret council will set up an agenda for the low-level elites, and they don't even know that they're like, it's scheme on top of scheme on top of scheme, man. He can't stop lying. You got it up.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 38, verse 12. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long.
Right. Imagine deceits all day long. This man just thinks of lies and then thinks of other lies. And one thing about a lie, once you tell a lie, you got to tell another one on top of another one. You can't just, the truth is the truth. You don't have to remember every single detail of the truth because it's just the truth. You know, even with these other Israelite groups, when they start lying on the doctrine, they got to break it down a certain way. We just teach the truth plainly, man. Esau can't do that. He has to lie and then get exposed. Oh, it's a new variant now. It's just complete madness, man. Everything this man says is the complete opposite of what he said a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and our people believe him. So they're tossed to and fro. Matter of fact, if a brother can get James 1:8, if you following the damn devil, then obviously you're gonna be tossed to and fro because the devil is just, he's not planted, he's not rooted. He's just wherever the wind travels. Okay, today this is what it is. Okay, now we're gonna distract him with the Super Bowl. Now we're gonna come with this. Oh, now there's a new variant. Now there's this. Now there's a new boogeyman. Like, come on, man. All of the nations that you were cool with 10 years ago, now they're just the worst nation ever. You got all these we got to take down ISIS and Al Qaeda. Then you go back like 10 years ago, you were training them, you were their allies. He's just making it up as he goes, man. He's just winging it completely. You got it up.
Yeah. This is Sirach 20 and 24. A lie is a foul blot in a man, yet it is continually in the mouth of the untaught.
God, man, that's Esau, man. Really, that's Jake too. But Esau is like he's just a walking blot because he's a liar. He can't stop lying, and you can't. You know, when you go into the prophecies again, stick to the prophecies. One of the main prophecies is that the nations are going to come against Esau because he's been lying to everybody the whole time. You can't lie for 500 years and then pretend to be the hero. You're the victim. No, you're the villain. You're the villain of the earth. Clearly.
26. The disposition of a liar is dishonorable, and his shame is ever with him. And whether you speaking about Jake, that's universal.
God.
I mean, it don't matter who would it actually say, but it says the disposition of that liar, pretty much his makeup. Yeah. All right, is dishonorable. He was made dishonorable, man. Mm-hmm. All right, you got it.
Yeah, beautiful, because it speaks about shame. Read that last verse again.
It says the disposition of a liar is dishonorable, and his shame is ever with him.
His shame is ever with him. And what does the prophecy say? Shameful spewing is going to come out of Esau. The nations are going to be ashamed of him. Shame and lying go hand in hand. And in the kingdom of heaven, men of the Lord are not going to have to lie. We're going to rule in truth and righteousness. You're going to know who we are. We're not going to have a secret Bilderberg meeting of the 140. Everything's going to be like, look, this is what it is. You're going to see who your rulers are. You're going to know what the law is. All right. The law is going to govern the land. And we're not going to have amendments every 4 years and oh, here's a tariff, by the way this, by the way that. It's going to be straightforward. But this man can't rule in truth. It's impossible. He's the devil. You got the Peter?
I got a precept for
Okay.
you too.
Come on. You can get yours first, Brian. A whole lot more.
It's just one verse. This is Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Perfect.
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Come. And we know the wicked is Job 9:24, Malachi, the first chapter. Esau's the wicked. It says he goes astray as soon as he be born, speaking lies. He comes out of the womb lying. They had that video of the little Edomite baby trying to blame something on Jake. He was like 3 years old. He was already lying, man. He had that little mischievous little grin on his face. That's just how they're made, man. They're not made upright. They're just wicked. So why would you follow them? You got to stick to the prophecies. Why? The brother's going to read it.
All right, it's 2 Peter 1, verse 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy.
Right. We have a more sure word of prophecy. This is the only book that tells you what happened then, what's happening now, and what's about to happen. Okay, not the Quran, not the Book of the Dead, not the Constitution, not any of these other books that people hold in high esteem. It's only the word of the Most High, because we have a more sure word of prophecy. It tells you in Revelation 19:10 that the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So, I mean, obviously, that's where if you call yourself being an Israelite, you're supposed to follow Yahushua, man, because he's the spirit of prophecy. You got it?
Whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts.
God. So it says, take heed unto the more sure word of prophecy. You're not supposed to take heed unto what Esau is telling you, his propaganda, his agenda this week, because it's completely different than last week. We were just talking at camp how this man is now saying, oh, you could do away with the mass. You know, they out here celebrating Mardi Gras, but apparently there's a new variant that's the most deadly ever. So, but we could congregate in mass numbers like this. Come on, man.
Hey,
Just making it up.
I got another one. That Sleepy Joe just said. Sleepy Joe said he putting everybody on a nuclear alert height, and he wants you to social distance because of the nuclear. I'm gonna put it in there, watch, bro. I'm like, how you gonna social distance for that shit, man?
You know, social distance from a nuke?
Yeah, you gonna social distance your spirit from your body. I'm gonna put it in there.
This is madness, man. But again, this is who our people voted for. This is who our people, you know, we got to get Trump out of there. We got to get Biden in there. The scriptures don't say to vote for one devil instead of another devil, man. You're not supposed to put any heathen above you. Democracy is completely wicked. All of it. The whole system is clearly wicked, clearly. But our people, man, they refuse to hearken unto sound counsel. They refuse to repent. And this is what you're left with in the world, man. The Lord has made it so clear at this point. It's like, look, this is what it is. This is who I'm dealing with. This is what you're supposed to do. Everything else is just getting increasingly crazy.
Hey, well, what the Lord has done, like he's, just the fact the elder up here have made a spiritual distancing in this place, man. All right. A lot of people have social distancing, but that's through the flesh, man. All right. The Lord is distancing the spirits of the righteous from the wicked, man. All right. This is what's happening in the earth. Okay. That's why this great phenomenon, like the Lord said, I will work, and that day do it wouldn't be told to you, because again, he's creating a great separation. The Lord is a separatist, man. He have always been, with things not being together, man. All right. Everything having this, everything bordered around the children of Israel. All right. With Israel being the middle. Okay. So again, spiritual distancing is happening with all the chaos and the confusion in the nuclear war. That's what the Lord is doing, man. All right. Yeah. Separating the spirits that's set for destruction, the vessels unto wrath, and the vessels unto righteousness, man. That's what's going on. You got it?
Yeah, that's a beautiful point, because when you go, I got it. You want me to put it on the screen?
Yeah, man. Put that bullshit on the screen.
This is ridiculous. This is pure madness.
And they got a document, if you can, you slide the page, there's other documents with that, alerting on this bullshit, man.
Yeah, it says breaking. U.S. government now gives instructions in the event of a nuclear fallout, instructs Americans to social distance and stay inside for 24 hours. What is that going to do to a nuke?
People stupid.
Man, that's horrible. That's a horrible as fucking article I've ever seen, bro. Man, bro. It's disappointing to live here. It's just disappointing to live here, man.
Yeah.
And then what's crazy? You put in U.S. Nuclear instructions, and it's everywhere. It's 6 hours ago, a day ago, and it's on major news sites of them actually telling people this shit.
This says hand sanitizer does not protect against nuclear fallout. What?
Oh, man.
Hand sanitizer?
Oh, no.
We live in a country where people think rabbits lay eggs.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
Hey, look, I'm on a government
website.
I'm on a government website, ready.gov, and it's nuclear explosion is on there. That same paper right there is on the government website. Right? What you reading right there? I'm looking at it.
Yeah, this is crazy because it seemed like a parody. Like you wouldn't think this is real, but this is the leadership of Babylon the Great in 2022.
It's telling you to wear a mask, in the section where it says "Go to the basement" or middle of the building.
To show they fork tongue, right? Prior to the lesson, I just did a lesson on Biden assuring the American people that the tension that's going on between NATO and Moscow, or Ukraine and Russia, he's assuring them that this not going to lead to a nuclear war, dude.
So why this?
Exactly, it's fork tongue. Now I'm gonna send an elder that article showing, and this was not even, it was maybe 1 day ago. He's saying the same thing. Like it's just fork tongue. Let me send him the article real quick.
Okay, so we're supposed to prepare for nuclear fallout, even though the nuclear fallout is not coming.
It ain't gonna happen. Yeah. It's impossible for it to happen. Like that's bugging us, bro.
See why you got to follow the Lord? The Lord not going to tell you, okay, I'm going to destroy Babylon. Then the next verse, oh, by the way, that's never going to happen. Like, come on, man.
Well, this was 5 hours ago. I'm going to send it to you, Yagana. That's bugging us, bro.
That's the website. I just gave it to you. That's the actual website.
Yeah, this is ready.gov. This is an actual government website.
Yeah.
This is real. This is not a prank. This is not a meme. This is actual. This is a government website telling you to prepare for nuclear fallout by social distancing.
You gonna social distance? Hey, real quick, Zechariah 14:12 talks about social distance of a lot of.
You could just put that break in 911 in the I sent you where he just said it in a real quick video that's 9 seconds. When somebody asked the Americans, should we be worried about a nuclear war? That boy said no.
So why is this site saying to worry about nuclear explosion?
Exactly. He fork tongue. He double tongue.
Yeah, and why is Russia at the largest, at the top of the height of getting their nukes ready, man? They open the silos up and everything, man. They got the nukes that have those eight tires on them, the mobile nukes. They already got them on ready, man. Mm-hmm. Right, Britain's finna get in the midst of the. That's an article I put in there. What Britain getting involved, man? Going at it with Russia, talking about locking horns. That's prophecy. That's prophecy talking right there, man. You got Russia going at Finland and Switzerland. So this is at a point of all hell breaking loose, man. What we've been told you, man. It's the year of turnout, and we just at the beginning. We ain't hit the full. Hey, wait till it start getting hot, man. Wait till the temperature get a little warmer. You're really gonna see bloodshed.
Yeah, and this is all being orchestrated by Yahweh Bashim Hawashai on the left-hand side through the Council of the Wicked. They're orchestrating all of this. All right, Putin's a puppet, Biden's a puppet. All of this stuff is pre-planned decades in advance, and some of it's being done on the fly. They're winging this and winging that, but most of the stuff is planned, man. And really the salvation of Israel, the destruction of Babylon, that's been planned from the foundation of the earth. So you're supposed to be rooted in the scriptures, man. Yeah.
Right.
You got the I think the brother had you read yours, right, Ryan?
Yeah, I read mine already, but I also got that Zechariah 14 if you wanted to.
Bring that out for the elder.
This is Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
That's your social distance right there for you, man. Your tongue consuming away in your mouth, your eyes consuming away in their sockets, man. So I want to see you social distance there. I want to see you squirt some goddamn hand sanitizer on that, man. You don't know what the world is ready to deal with the bully, man. And anybody that's associated with the bully, as you see, man. Because the thing about these elites, the guy that you think is the villain is really the good guy, man. And the good guy that plays the good guy is really the villain. Even though Russia, who gives a damn about Russia, man? But shit, I'm rooting for Putin though, man. And I don't like that goddamn devil. You know?
Mm-hmm.
If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're all devils at the end of the day. But the scriptures tell you that Russia, Iran, and China are going to completely wipe this place off the face of the earth. And in the midst of that, we're going to be delivered from that. So we're looking forward to that. You know what the elder's saying. If you're new to this, if you're new to the faith, you wonder why would you root for Putin? Because prophecy tells you that Gog and Magog are going to destroy this place, and we want everything that the scripture says is going to happen. We want that to happen. All right, we're completely, as brothers say, if the Lord's with it, we're with it. So
hey, they got a new. You can find it too. I'm a watch. There's a new article I watched and reading today. You fucking Americans want to worry about what about Putin's mental stability? I don't think he's right in the head. I think something's wrong. Hey, the Most High spirit on him. That's what's wrong with him, man. Mm-hmm. The Most High dealing with him right now to put them hooks in his jaws to get on your goddamn ass, man. And when brothers was talking about it, Putin getting on motherfucker ass like Bill Goldberg right now, man. Anybody got something to say? I'm on your ass. On your ass I go, man. And like I say, it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. And we hope more nations. We are seeing more nations are going to back up Russia now. You got people taking sides now, man. You know? Yeah.
These two so-called world powers, they're locking horns. There's no in the middle. There's no I'm indifferent. You're gonna have to pick a side, or a side is gonna be picked for you. And we're in that time right now. It's beautiful. So Mark, if you can get Revelation 20:7, you got it. You got one?
I can't hear you.
This is a small one. We always bring it out. This is Proverbs 21:1. It said the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as a river, as the rivers of waters. He turneth whatsoever he will.
Gone. So Putin is being controlled by the Most High. Biden, even the Rothschilds, all right, the people that are behind the scenes, they're still being controlled by the Most High. They're the actual kings. Okay, these puppet leaders, they're more like nobles and princes, but all of them are being controlled by the Most High on the left-hand side. So who should you fear? How you gonna fear a nuke? The man that has his button on the nukes, his mind is being controlled by the Most High. The nukes themselves are being guided by the Most High. So that's who you're supposed to fear. Yeah, Samaki get Baba Kushah, Revelation 20, started 7 and 8.
Can I make a point real quick?
Come on, you got it.
Hey, just to back up what you said, you got these different nations picking sides, and that goes for this truth as well. This is not the time to be fence-sitting anymore and being lukewarm. You're either going to be completely cold and just don't even bother with the truth, or you're going to be completely hot and a part of this truth. It's as simple as that. The lines are getting drawn in the sand, and we're getting out of the times of pussyfooting and being double-minded and not knowing whether I want to do this or not, or I'll come. I got a few things in the world to take care of before I do things. No, you got to make a decision now. 2022 is the year to turn up.
No, go finish. I got a script to back what you're saying. The Lord asked that question. The Lord, go ahead.
2022 is the year of the turn up. It's not just the year of the turn up of prophecy, it's the year of the turn up of the spirit. It's also the year of the turn up of judgment on lukewarm jakes out here.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Psalms 94 and 14, the point is in 16. It says, "For the Lord would not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance. But judgment shall return unto righteousness, and all the upright in heart shall follow it." This the question. 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? There's a big question mark there, man.
Hey, those that are about their father's business, like Yahweh Shai told his mother, the men you see on this camera right now, Abarat Azad, we all endure. The brothers you see across the world doing the exact same thing, those are the ones that are standing up for the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, standing up stiffly for it, standing up against the evildoer. What's the premise of this lesson? Telling you Israelites out there to follow after the script, the prophecies, and not lean too much on Esau and his news, the evildoer, who, as we can clearly see, is constantly flip-flopping with the narrative. It's one thing today, and then not even a day later, 4 hours later, it's something completely different. If you completely rely on this Edomite and his media in any form, you're going to be double-minded and unstable out here.
Yeah, and me and this brother, real quick, I want to make it quick too. Me and this brother Rai was talking. A lot of people don't know that here it is. They're making this big thing like Russia has so much trouble taking down Ukraine. Oh, it's so much resistance. They should have thought twice going up in there. Oh my God! Here, you do your own research, you find out that Ukraine only has 200,000 soldiers. Russia only sent 10,000 in there and had 190,000 sitting at the border. All right, and they was giving the 10,000 was giving those rest of those soldiers hell. And on top of that, let's make this very clear, because this will be into, man. It's like the Most High is into war. We into this too, man. Russia only sent the old equipment in that bitch. They ain't sending the new high tech shit in there. Look at them tanks. Those are older tanks. Look at those helicopters and planes. Those older planes. They ain't the real shit that this man got, man. You all right? This man got some badass shit that he just playing with him. So then they want to talk that shit. What did they do yesterday? Riot did not he send the Warner Group in that bitch? He sent the Spazniks army in that bitch.
The Chechen militants, which is some bad boys.
Yeah, which them dudes are straight killers, man. Unmerciful straight killers. It was raised by hyenas, man. It's some bad motherfuckers, man. Since the media want to talk and say we having trouble, we're gonna send the big boys in there. That's what they've been talking about. We seen the United States, we watching them all on a satellite. It's a 3-mile, 4-mile convoy of soldiers. That's those killers that Putin is sending in there right now, man. So we're gonna see. And like I said, they try to have talks today. They try to have some type of talk. That shit didn't go nowhere. The gloves off, man. Ain't no more fucking talking, man. The Lord ain't doing no more talking with the wicked, man. The Lord is making things happen now, man. The Lord has sent his prophets. We done told you over and over again. You didn't listen, so now it's a green light, man. It's a green light now, man. And you can see that we passionate about this. You can see a lot of you Drake, you never know what the fuck Ukraine on the map, man. Nigga, a lot of you niggas spell Ukraine with a C, probably, man. You don't know what the hell Ukraine is. You never heard of Spetsnik. You never heard of the Spetsnik Force, the Delta Force. You never heard of the goddamn Warner Group. We into this, man. This is our life, right here, man. We dive into shit. And we just be covering the bases. We don't even go into in depth. That should have go over a lot of you Jake's head if we go in depth on some shit. But go ahead. Like I don't even want, like I said, boy, I get on Jake ass, man.
If I could just make one more point. Man, it's and not just you Jakes, but you fucking retarded Americans in general. You crocodile tier Americans who like to put the Ukrainian flag on your social media saying you stand in solidarity with the government of Ukraine. Let's not forget that they're just putting that narrative out there that that Putin just is going in there to take shit because he's some new Hitler or something. Let's not forget the last 8 years, those two
20. like 20 years. It's been 20 years of the conflict of Ukraine and Russia. It's been the last 20 years, really. But go ahead, my bad.
Well, you had the two republics back around 2014 of Luhansk and Donetsk, which around 2014 you had Russia annex Crimea, but then you had these two republics that before Russia went into Ukraine, they wanted to they shared a lot of customs and the language with Russia, and they really wanted to be a part of Russia. Well, for the last 8 years, you had the Ukrainian government that you Americans are saying pray for the people in Ukraine and the government. They were bombing those two republics. They were sniping citizens in there. They were killing, raping, and doing all that. And what else was Putin going to do? They were asking Putin for help. They want to be a part of Russia. So if you see people that want to be a part of your government for the last 8 years getting shot at, bombed, raped, and murdered, what are you going to do? You're going to send in the forces Putin did to fuck those Ukrainians up. But now with this fork-tongued government in the West, the EU, NATO, the United States, the mainstream, they're going to demonize it like he's on some Hitler time, just going in there because he's a madman with no pretext.
Yeah, because this man is a liar. Now, this is the same man. Like 2 weeks from now, they could have a new boogeyman, and Putin could be the good guy. They did the same thing with Saddam, your boy Saddam Hussein. Like he was cool with the CIA, he was cool with America. Then all of a sudden, he was just the worst person ever. He was a tyrant. He was evil. He's like, wait a minute, y'all were cool with this man. He's got pictures of him hugging Ronald Reagan and Bush. He was cool. Then he wasn't cool. That's how this man flip flops. And it's a beautiful point that the priest Kaya just made earlier. He was saying like, look, the Lord's practicing his own social distancing. So if like the elder said, who's going to rise up for me against the evildoer? You got these Edomites. They're getting more and more evil. They're targeting children. Everything is getting worse. The minds of the people are getting worse. So what spirit should we be in? We should be more on fire for the truth, standing up for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. There's a huge. We no longer in that season of, well, to each his own. What they do and in the privacy of their bedroom, that's their business. No, these people are targeting your children. They want you to snip, to perform surgery on your son and make him a daughter. This ain't. You can't be on the fence about this, man. Wickedness is not. They're not taking their foot off the brake with the wickedness. So we got to go the same thing with righteousness. You got it, right?
Hey, yeah, because when the dragon is speaking, Jake get cowardly, man.
Yeah.
All right, Jake don't. And again, Jake don't speak out against wickedness, man. All right, because they take part in it, man. Yeah. All right, they compress it. They suppress wickedness, man, on this side. All right, and then call us out when we speak up against it, man. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. If you can get that in Isaiah, a woe to them which call evil good. But Samaki, if you get the Revelation 20:7.
Okay, I got it. I'm bringing it out now. I'll wait on the brother to bring it up.
Okay.
Which?
Oh, Samaki. Yeah.
All
right. There's Revelation 20:7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
Right. The 1,000 years is talking about, the Renaissance, but he's loosed out of his prison after that 1,000 years when Jake was in power, and which is another thing they lie about. We don't know what happened in the Dark Ages. We just forgot about 1,000 years of history. No, Jake was ruling Europe. It says after that 1,000 years, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, which is what happened. Verse 8.
And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth.
Right, shall go out to deceive the nations, which is in the four corners of the earth. And that's what he did. He's just been going around lying, lie after lie after lie after lie, man. He's taught so many lies, he doesn't even know what the truth is. Esau don't even know what the truth is. The average Edomite doesn't even know he's an Edomite. That's how crazy the lies have gotten. He actually believes in his mind that he's part of the white race, which was just completely made up. And 1681? He just made it up. Well, I'm gonna just make up a race. Like who? Oh, by the way, we walked on the moon. Who lies about walking on the moon? That's back in elementary, you got one nigga, he just be lying about everything. Like, man, shut up, man. Mm-hmm. Like, what, walked on the moon? Like, that's Esau. He's just lies for no reason about everything. So you can't follow him. You can't put your faith in what he tells you to do. You can't put your faith in these images on the news. Now he has this thing called deep fake where he could just use computer graphics to not only the visuals, but also the audio. You could have somebody talking. It sounds just like the person, but it's not them. It looks just like them, but it's not them. You can't trust somebody like that, man. He putting images and audio on the screen that's just made up in a lab or a Hollywood studio somewhere. But the scriptures, they tell you what it is. That's why, again, wisdom and knowledge shall be your stability. If you're rooted in the scriptures, the Most High doesn't change. His Son doesn't change. So, as it tells you in Sirach 10, like as is the ruler, so are the officers. If the Most High and His Son don't change, and you're made in His image, that puts you in the spirit of immortality. That puts you in the ancient spirit. You in the present and the future. You're timeless because you're in the image of the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But if you're in the spirit of Esau and he flopping, one day it's this, one day it's that, you're gonna be destroyed. You want to say something?
This is the devil what he does with the deception, man. All right, because I know this brother. I'm a wide into myself into like computer editing and videos and different things. I've been through various programs and shit like that. When you understand audio grabbing, this man will grab. Let's say the tones in your voice, it'll get grabbed on an audio band, and the computer renders it, and then now they can have you talking like the brother said. They can have you talking like this. Say Tupac, they can make a whole nother version of this guy's his voice. They'll render his voice and have it saying shit like today. Have him saying things in the 2022, man. All right, this is the shit. This is the devil. This you best believe he had that technology, man. All right.
Hey,
go ahead.
Hey, just to back you up, you know how you see those images? The president's walking on the White House lawn to his office, or the president's getting off the helicopter and walking on the lawn.
Yeah.
Well, they had a clip of Biden. It looked like a normal clip. He's walking. He gets off the helicopter. He's walking on the little walkway, and something happens to where the wind or something in the room knocks the green screen out. So you see it's a whole green screen image. It's Biden walking in a green screen room, but they just put the helicopter in the back and put an image of the lawn and outside the White House and all that. For what reason? You can't film him walking outside regularly?
Hey, even for 9/11, I forgot the name of the company. All right, the company was also owned, I think, by the Bush's brother-in-law or some shit, something like that. The company that what you seen on TV that was rendered on TV to make it seem as if a plane hit that building was never even there, man. All right, it was never even there. You can see one image of the plane going through a crane, a New York City crane that was at a building. It went through the motherfucker, man. All it looked like a black plane from a distance and shit. This is the devil, man. He has the power and his capability through the left-hand side to do these things, and to deceive the very, give me that other one too. That I think about that the veil, the cover castle of all nations, man.
Oh, Isaiah 25:7.
Got it.
Yeah, this is the devil. He has that power right now, man, to deceive the masses of people. That's why the scripture said, if it was possible, he would deceive the very elect. But it's not possible, man. It's not possible because the powers that be of the living power, Yahweh Shem Shai, is working with the elect to see these lies, to see the signs and symbols that this devil do, man. It's like that shit that happened at the lawn of the state capitol, with that Native American guy. He gets into that with the Edomite. Next thing you know, the Native American guy talking, and he got on his porch a white owl. That's letting you know that the elite bankers done that shit, man. All right, that the elite's done it. Go ahead,
And he was an actor. Like they left that part out. The so-called Native American was an actor the whole time, man.
He was in a Skrillex music video.
Yeah.
And a lot of you brothers need to be on high alert that every major city in America has crisis actors in them, man. I don't give a damn what part of America you're in. Those major cities have crisis actors that can submerge and come down. Basically, all come down to whatever they need to do for making it look like a big scene of total chaos and people have died, and it look like a big movie scene, man. This man has that power, and he uses that power. That's what we telling you brothers to be aware of, man. Don't just fall for any goddamn thing. There's agent provocateurs out here. There's agitators out here. All right? You got to be aware of that. Go ahead,
I got that, Isaiah.
And one more thing. Even amongst these camps, you got to separate the real from the fake. There's really fake camps out here, man. These got camps paid off, all type of shit. It's perfectly set up to tell you any goddamn thing. To tell you, you know, the market to be. Oh, you don't have to worry. Don't worry about Jacob's trouble. It's not going to be a Jacob's trouble. It's up to you it's up to you to separate the real from the fake, man. The guys, just like your Habashah, the guys that people come up against, because they came up against your Habashah, the people that they come up against will be the ones that telling the truth, man. But go ahead, my bad.
If you don't mind, real quick, I got a precept to back up what you just said.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick. This is in Acts. This is how you know who's got the true doctrine, just to back up what you said. The ones that they come against the most, hey, that's where the truth is. This is Acts 28 and 22. But we desire to hear of thee what thou thinkest. They're speaking to the Apostle Paul. For as concerning this sect, we know that everywhere it is spoken against.
Yeah.
That goes with that Peter too, where it says, the truth shall be evil spoken of. The men that are actually speaking the truth of the scriptures, they're going to be hated, not just by the world, but these other Israelite groups that are still in the world. And really, this lesson applies to them too, because let's say you're not following Esau directly, but you following a 501c3 charter or one of these groups set up by Esau, you're still following Esau indirectly. Like that example of no Jacob's trouble, that's just one example. Like we're in a time of war, we're in a time of all hell breaking loose, and you following a leader telling you that all hell is not about to break loose. Like when it happens, you're just going to be like, man, I gave this guy $500 in this. I bought $400 worth of, uniforms with the fringes. I paid $19.99 for this breakdown, $70.99 for this breakdown. And it's all for nothing, man. You're going to bug out. You're not going to have that wisdom and knowledge.
I paid for a wrestling match and one biscuit. If you
get
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I paid for the Hebrew Israelite rap battle and, Guerrilla Hebrew versus Randy Savage, just complete madness, man.
God damn.
When that day comes, man, Jake is just going to be like, how the scriptures say their sin should be their accusers. I'm like, man, what have I been doing? I spent 5 years in the truth, but I was never in the truth. I spent 5 years following a bug out camp.
Yes, man. That's a big pill to swallow right there, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the Isaiah 25.
This is Isaiah 25, verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations.
Right. And that covering and that veil is also basically pushed through what? The media, the news, the social media. All right, the talking heads of news anchors, these people, even as celebrities, they're told what to do. These guys are paid off, man. All right, they literally control the athletes. All right, any different world leaders, man, because that guy, that guy that you see for Venezuela, that guy, goddamn joke, man, a clown. He was a comedian, and he's a goddamn known 1948er, man. If you understand, if you catch our drift, all right, that guy's a 1948er. All right, he got that hook in his nose, man. You catch the lingo. He's set up. He's a puppet. When they had that coot over there, who America set up? That guy, man. And let's not forget too. That Putin's a goddamn Mason, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget that too, man. So he's all them damn devils are plugged in, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's all acting. We say this all the time. Politics is Hollywood for ugly people. That's all it is. There's a script, there's actors, and it's basically a movie, man. You got and they can't stop lying. Again, this is the same man that told you that burning jet fuel destroyed the Twin Towers but yet they found passports perfectly intact. So the fire melted through steel, but didn't do anything to the passports. Like that's, and people believed it. The majority of Americans believed that. They believed it.
And 3 niggas had butter knives hidden in their fucking shoe soles, man. And you let over 100 motherfuckers, let 3 motherfuckers take them hostages with a goddamn butter knife, man. I'd have rushed them niggas like a motherfucker on that plane, man. Would have been making some seats move in that bitch. But this is the shit that people believe though, man. All right. But when you dig back then, coming into the truth, you start digging into that, you find out even that plane that fell in that supposedly crashed in the middle of nowhere in that field, that plane never crashed. That plane actually was caught on video landing in Cincinnati, Ohio. And they got a couple of family members of those people said that their family members was burned, and they said when they did the autopsy on their body, they were shot in the goddamn head, man. All right? But they make you believe what they want you to believe, man. Yeah, that plane left the airport. That plane never crashed. That plane landed in Cincinnati, Ohio, man. You can go look that up. We can go find that if they still kept it on the new or kept it on the, you know, they control the goddamn internet, man. So if they still even got that up, some form of information in that, man. But that's was solid information back then, you know.
All right. If the brother can give me 2 Thessalonians 2:8, because this man he won't stop lying. But as the elder said, matter of fact, let's bring that out. Bar, can you get Matthew 24:24? Because the elect's not going to be deceived by these things, man.
I got one too.
Go on.
Wait, let me get it. Oh man, I gotta think about it. It's the same. Yeah, I got it right here for y'all. You know, going back to that same snake in the garden though, but this is Psalms 58:3. It says the wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray, speaking lies. My bad. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. The poison is their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth the ear, which will not hearken into the voice of charmers, charming ever so wisely. Break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth. Break out the teeth of the young lions, O Lord. All right.
That's another. Oh, you got it.
That was the point. That was the point.
Yeah, that's another precept proving that this devil has been here since the garden. He's been deceiving since the garden, starting with Eve, of course, who today hasn't changed, man. She still believes in this man more than anybody on earth. Everybody can see America's finish except Eve, which we're not going to get too deep into that. But the point is, this man has been lying since he came out of the womb, and he's not going to stop. It tells you even after Babylon's destroyed, he's not going to repent. He can't change. He's not going to be in the kingdom, you know, serving peacefully. All these bug outs teaching that Esau is going to be saved with us. That's, which again, more lies, being controlled by Esau, being tossed to and fro. Did that James 1:8 ever come out? I don't know if a brother was holding it.
I can grab it for you.
Okay, you got it, Samaki.
I'm gonna grab that James for you, 1:8.
Okay.
All right, this James 1.
Real quick, I said it's funny. Funny, I glanced over the TV that a show just came on called The End Game. Hey man, the Most High, funny man, in the righteous way, you know. And we talking about the end game of this devil.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead,
better is the end of the thing.
That's right.
Kind of James 1:8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Right, and Esau's a double-minded man. So if you're following him, you're going to be double-minded too. You're going to be unstable in all your ways, and we can see it. These people are bugging out. Everybody who's not in the truth, it doesn't matter if they're so-called woke, doesn't matter if they're well-read, eloquent, educated. If they don't have faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all of that is vanity. The scripture says the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. So you can have all these conspiracy theories. You can be plugged into this, subscribe to Alex Jones and this guy and that guy. At the end of the day, Alex Jones is bugging out today, man. Y'all saw that clip. he was like, look, we're ready to just he's ready to die. He's ready for God to blow up America. How do you put it?
He's like,
I forget.
he's like the elites, the madmen. They're gonna destroy the planet. You know what? I put in all this work to do all this, but I just want to go home to my family. Just drop the nukes. Just maybe God should just burn this place up.
Yeah, man. He just
completely gave up, man. Yep.
And he was the prime, super duper conspiracy. We gotta take down the elites. Trump, getting all super purple in the face, looking like his head about to explode. Mm-hmm. And today he quit. He gave up. He's like, you know what? From current events, I've been looking at this 8 hours yesterday, 15 hours today. Obviously, it's over. God just dropped the nukes. He's finished. Now, we also want the Most High to drop the nukes, but we have a hope. We have a lively hope of salvation. Why? Because we're rooted in the scriptures. The scriptures not only describe the destruction of Babylon, but it also describes the salvation of the remnant of Israel. And we have faith that we're a part of that number. Why? Because we're not double-minded. We firmly rooted in the scriptures. That's what wisdom does. It grounds you. But you got the 2 Thessalonians? Kabar?
You got the 2 Thessalonians, Kabar?
Are you muted?
No, I had the Matthew 24.
Oh, Con. Yeah, you can bring that out. Kaya, you can get the 2 Thessalonians.
It's Matthew 24, verse 24. But there shall arise false anointings and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, in so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Right. It says, if it were possible, meaning it's not possible. But this man is going to try to deceive the very elect. It says, shall show great signs and wonders, which is going to back up that Thessalonians. You got it up.
This 2 Thessalonians 2 and what?
You can start at, jump to 9.
The 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Right, lying wonders, fake miracles are his technology. He's going to deceive people with these things, man. Deep fake at this point looks real. Like if you click on a video and the title doesn't say deep fake, you're going to go into it thinking, oh, this is just a video of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, this is just a video of Joe Biden. Then you realize, man, this is witchcraft, man. He can actually make people say things that they're not saying. He can make them be places that they're not at. That's a lying wonder, man. And it's going to deceive a whole lot of people. You might see yourself on the news just saying something crazy. They don't have to chop up our videos and make it. They could actually just take your face and just have you saying something insane. Like, yeah, I planted that. Like what? I never said I planted a what? But your family's going to believe it. Jake is going to believe it. Esau is going to believe it. Whatever they put on the idiot box, these people are like, yeah, I knew it. I knew those guys were planting devices all over the city. I knew it.
Hey,
and you Jakes don't know what the fuck. We tell you a lot of shit, like I said, what goes over your head, but you Jakes don't know the technology that these ABC boys got down there in Quantico, man. All right? You don't fucking know, man.
Yeah. If some college kids on YouTube are doing deepfake, then what is the CIA capable of doing? If you're seeing something that's made publicly available, how much more of the stuff that they can't show you? You got to think about these things, Jake. Same thing with the weapons. They show you these devices on Boston Dynamics. They show you, what this military has. If they're showing it to you on a YouTube video, you got to know that they have something way beyond that. You have to prepare your mind for anything and everything at this point.
I believe one of you brothers had the article a while back that this devil even came out and said that the technology that they have today is literally 20 to 30 years old. Something like that.
Huh. Yeah, if we're seeing it now, they've been had it in the 80s, the 90s. They had the cell phone like before we were born. We're looking at it like, oh, this is a smartphone. Man, they've been had that, Jake. What are you thinking? Even the internet itself, the internet was created just like these roads, these highways. They were built for the tanks. They weren't built for you to go and get a Starbucks and no, this is all for the military.
Yeah.
You can keep going on that Thessalonians.
It's 10. It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Right. All deceivableness and unrighteousness. That's what's the majority of our people. They're not slated to be saved, so they're not going to believe in the word. They're going to believe in what they see and what they hear. That's why the scripture says the just shall walk by faith. You don't walk by what Esau tells us. You're going off if you following Esau, man. And a lot of our people still to this day, even though they know he's the devil, they'll admit, you know, oh, look what he did in Rosewood. Look at what about the Tuskegee experiments? They can name to you all the reasons why he's the devil, but because they don't have Yahushua, they're still following the devil anyway. It's like you sit up here and explain why he's evil, but you still have a 501c3 charter. You explain why he's evil, but you're still calling yourself a Muslim, a Christian, a Baptist. Like, come on, man. Jake bugged out, man.
Patriot.
Yeah, you still believe in democracy in 2022. Man, grow up, man.
Yeah, all they do is lie, but they make a man an offender for a word.
But
all they would do is lie, and then just turn a lie and say the men that's telling the truth on them that they lying, man.
Yeah.
How ironic is that? But this Psalms 38 and 19. But my enemies are lively, and they are strong, and they that hate me wrongfully are multiplied.
Yeah, they that hate me. And these Edomites hate us, man. That's another thing, Jake. You have an enemy that hates you, no amount of
wrongfully. Hate me wrongfully. Don't leave that out.
God. Yeah, because we hate him rightfully. We have a reason to hate him.
Yeah.
Right? He has no reason to hate us. He's just angry because he sold his birthright, which he didn't want. Because he's a devil. He's impulsive. He's sensual. He's emotional. And he's a liar. He's a devil.
Yeah, and it says my enemies are lively. So there's a spirit that come with these wicked people, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Like you said, they working a spirit on the people, man. All right. The Magi's and all the different sorcery and everything that they doing, they're lively. All right. Meaning what? They're presently they're in the midst of it at all times, just doing it, man. Working the potions, man, the magic potions, man. And they are strong. Meaning the things that follow suit behind them, it really have people webbed in, man. All right, in spite of them, trapped in. All right, it says they also that render evil for good are my adversaries because I follow the thing that is good. That good is. You got it?
Yeah, which is the scriptures, which is that sure word of prophecy. All right, the law, statutes, and commandments, the history, the prophecy, our identity, our heritage. When you follow these things, you can't go wrong. When you matter of fact, while you in Psalms, can you get 5 and 6? Because this man, he doesn't, it's not even in his mind to tell the truth. All he knows is to kill, to lie. That's why Yahushua said, the thief cometh not but to steal and to kill. And also just to lie, man. He's not upright. There's nothing about him that says, hey, let me follow after this guy. He's going to lead me. Where's he going to lead you? He's leading his own society to destruction. His own family structure is destroyed. His own economy is collapsing. His own kingdom is finished. Why would you follow someone that can't even Esau? Hey, what's that scripture that says to him that is evil to himself, to whom will he do good? You got Edomites that the so-called elites, they don't even take care of the so-called middle-class Edomite. So how are they going to take care of you at the bottom? Why would you seek him for salvation or anything? You got the Psalms 5 and 6.
God, it says, thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. Yahweh will abhor the bloody and deceitful man.
God, and he's a bloody and deceitful man. And when you go into the works of this man, we bring out history, we bring out artifacts, we bring out the scriptures, of course, we bring out news articles, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just an inkling of what this man has done to the earth, what he's done to our people. And you have to know there's a judgment for that. Our people really think like, okay, he's done all of this, but he's going to change at the last minute and give us reparations, and we're going to all come together. And he doesn't see color. We're all part of the human race. Let's all come together. That's you a bug out, man. We're all the human race. What? Come on, Jake. Madness. Con, you got it up.
I had a precept.
Con, you got it.
Con. This is Psalms 64. I'll start at verse 2. And on the blue letter Bible, the header reads, prayer for deliverance from secret enemies. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
God, bitter words, man. The secret counsel of the wicked. All right. This man, again, the Bilderberg groups, these UN meetings, these Freemason meetings, the different clandestine orders that they have set up on the left-hand side, these principalities in high places, these are all targeted at you, Jakes. All right. Our people don't really believe that they're significant. They have low self-esteem. But at the end of the day, we're the apple of the Lord's eye. And these heathen know that. They know that we're the reason this place was created, not just America, but the earth in general. They know that the Most High is dealing with us, and they can't stand it. They're trying to build their own, we can't say the word, the negative world.
W0.
Yeah, zero. So basically that's what they're trying to do. So where do you fit in that equation? Jay-Z is not going to be rapping in a bunker, entertaining the elites. All you Jakes that have sold your soul, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to wake up in the kingdom with everlasting shame. Brother didn't have anything else. We can end it on the Job 15.
Yeah, 2 more verses, but
go with 2 more verses. Let's go with it.
Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly did they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares, those traps privily. They say, who shall see them?
Right. They really believe that they're going to get away with this. And it says they set snares privily, which, as the brother said, a snare is a trap. All right. They set a trap over here. They have traps for you, Jakes. Basically, you're supposed to be, it's like the Matrix. All right. You have the Matrix. And then after you wake up out of the Matrix, there's another Matrix for those that are so-called woke. That's what he does, man. He'll set up a society that's completely fake. And then he'll set up these Freemason organizations that are so-called woke that are also set up by him. So it's like, okay, you wake up one day like, man, the white man's the devil. We need to fight the oppressor. We need to get back to our heritage. And he has a fake Israelite group set up for you. He has a fake conscious community set up for you. You so-called woke Jake. So this man sets traps. He has a fake world. Then he has fake woke organizations for you Jakes that so-called wake up, man. If you're not following Yahushua, you're in a snare. You're in a trap. There's no way around that. There's no other truth. There's one faith, one truth, one baptism. So if you're not following Yahushua, you're gone, man. We mean that. That's not like a slogan. It's not, we're just saying it to be saying it. If you're not following Yahushua and the correct doctrine, you're gonna bug out. And really, you're already bugged out. Most of you got it up.
You bound to drizzle. You bound to get vacuum sucked into something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is however you want to do it. This is however you want to end it. I guess you want to end it on this or whatever. This is Psalms 109. I'm gonna start at 1 and read to 3. It says, "Hold not thy peace, O Yahweh, of my praise." Verse 2 says, "For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are open against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. They compassed me about also with words of hatred, and fought against me without a cause." Without cause.
Yeah, this man doesn't have a cause. He as it tells you, he's the accuser of his brethren. He accuses us before the Most High, but he don't have a cause because everything that we're doing to go off is in his society that he's given us license to do. And the Most High is not, you can't run game on him, man. He's going to destroy you. And all of the lies that you're doing, they're being pulled down. As the brother read in Isaiah 25:7, that covering cast is being destroyed. The true elect within the nation of Israel, Abaratazah, all the brothers up here were of that number, as well as, the brothers that are watching. We're at the end of the day, we see through all of this, man. Nothing that you're doing is going to work on the elect. All right. That's why, Yahushua said, if it be possible, they shall deceive the very elect, but it's not possible. It's already written. Just like you elites, you like to show your left-handed prophecies in The Simpsons and use predictive programming. Okay, this is what I'm going to do 5 years from now. This is what I'm going to do 10 years from now. The Most High already told you, hey, this is what I'm going to do 7,000 years from now. He already has the end of Babylon the Great written. There's nothing you could do. So, again, if you're not following Yahushua, you're bugged out, man. He's the word. He's the Alpha and Omega. He's the anchor of our faith, the author and finisher of our faith. And what is an anchor? It keeps you stable. So, brother, had anything else?
It keep you planted, you know.
Okay. Grounded, rooted. It is what it is. So, Abaratazah, this lesson was edifying to the elect. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shabbat Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.